Ron Reed, Managing Director at Cascade Partners at the 2023 Leadership in Deal-Making Summit hosted by the M&A Advisor. Welcome, Ron.
Morning, Leanna.
Thank you for being here today. I would love if you could start off by telling us a little bit about what you have been focusing on lately at Cascade Partners.
At Cascade, we are largely focused on buy side, sell side, and recently we've acquired a firm that does a lot of restructuring and performance improvement. In 2023, we've seen quite a bit of pickup in the marketplace around healthcare, industrial, agriculture, which are really our wheelhouse. We also focus a lot on tech-enabled business services.
Mm-hmm. So Ron, you've received some recognition for your work recently. Could you tell me about that?
This was a great example of our company culture, we, not me, both internally and externally with the professionals involved in this project. Internally, we did a really great job. The execution team's ability to do sell-side due diligence allowed us to be very prepared for a relatively complicated situation. It had a union. There were a lot of environmental situations. We wanted to make sure that we're fully disclosed going to market. And then with our colleagues in the legal and accounting profession, we had great support from teams that understood the nuances of unions, environmental compliance, and just the general nature of a deal of this size. And so it worked out really well. We were able to maintain value all the way to the end. We believe the buyers had a great success subsequent, and we're just very proud. And most importantly, I'm really proud of our team and how we all came together for this project.
Yeah, I like that we, because there's so many parts at play in something like this.
Very true. We, in our preparation for a project like this, we have a swim lane chart where we try to work with our colleagues right up front, whether they be the accounting team or the legal teams or the seller, so that we all really understand the various places that we're going to be working together specifically. Mm-hmm. And we like to make sure we know and where we step back and step forward and where we're a supporting role or we're taking the lead, and get that all cleared up right in the beginning of a project so that we all look very professional to the buyer, especially in a sell side situation, all the way through to the end.
Yeah, so really strategic planning right from the beginning.
Yeah, we actually like to use the word execution planning. We sit down, we have an execution team that's really well managed, and we sit down and lay out and we have updates, weekly updates on the project, and we really treat it as a well-managed project. And I'm very proud of our team's ability to do that so well.
Yeah, that's great. So I want to ask you a question about the future.
Sure.
Looking into the future, are there any particular sectors or geographies that you are excited about that you think are poised for action?
We do. We think there's a great transition in healthcare, and we do quite a few professional services. We do a lot of sell side in that area. We understand the nuances of doctors and the nature of their practices. We see ever-changing manufacturing and industrial buy-side, sell-side activity. We work with large strategics on the buy side as well as the mid-market on the sell side. So we see a lot of activity going on. We saw a little bit of a lull in 2022, but we've seen things pick up quite a bit. Mm-hmm. We tend to be nationwide, and we do quite a bit of international work. So through our work, we do a lot of buy-side in Europe, going and seeking buy-side targets in Europe.
Ron, what's your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing about my job is that I get to meet the most talented people in their industry every day and candidly keep asking questions until I understand what it is that they're doing. And I get to ask the very most intelligent people in the world. And since I've been intellectually curious since I was 3, my ability to sit in front of the smartest people in the world and understand the way the world works is just, I smile about it every day. I have a little saying that every week I want to be wowed, and I don't really ever go a week where I'm not wowed.
Well, that's why I love having conversations with people like you too, Ron.
There you go. That's fantastic.
I'm Leanna Hawkins. This is M&A TV by the M&A Advisor, and thank you so much for being here today, Ron.
Thanks, Leanna.